Man, am I salty about GameStop. You may recall a week or two ago, I bought and recommended shares and calls of GameStop at about $10 per share. Even though I wasn't a big fan of it, I figured it would probably get back to $14 at some point. Well, as GameStop went back to 11 or 12, I took profits on all my shares and calls. Then, Friday, it runs to $16. I missed out on so many more hundreds of percent. It's crazy. And I didn't even know it ran on Friday, or I would have shorted it and made another fortune on Monday. Then this morning, I was thinking about buying back in at 13, but I chickened out because the calls were kind of expensive. Now it's back to 16 again. Almost anyway. So that's literally 3 opportunities where I barely missed out on tons of profits from GameStop. Now I'm probably just going to pretend it doesn't exist for a while. I recently bought and recommended Palantir at about $22 per share, saying that's a great price for holding it longer term. But then I mentioned buying more because it has earnings soon, because Palantir literally beat expectations 4 of the last 5 earnings reports. So I consider it a good stock to take a chance on, especially since if you don't get a rally to take profits, you instead get a dip, you can just buy more for holding. It reports its earnings this evening, and I'm looking forward to it. I also recently bought and recommended Unity at $23, then $22 per share, so I've already mostly taken profits when it bounced back to 24, then 25, but I am still holding some. It has earnings this week, and again, if I don't get to sell a rally, I'll simply buy the dip to hold longer term instead. SoundHound also has earnings on Thursday evening like Unity, and honestly, depending on the results, SoundHound could run or crash a lot either way. Rivian reports its earnings tomorrow. I've already mostly taken profits, but I am still holding some just because it's crashed so much that some good news could really rocket it. Jumia has been one of the stocks I recommended buying and holding long term back when it was $3. I ended up taking profits around 4 something when it ran all the way to 6 without me. So now when it dipped again, I was able to buy back in and I bought quite a bit. Whether or not its earnings help it will again just decide whether I take more profits or buy more to hold. I mentioned buying Chewy twice when it was $15 per share. Now that it's back to 16, my call is up pretty nicely, but I don't plan on selling anytime soon. Mara was the big one I recommended again at 18 and 16 per share, just like last time it crashed, and just like last time, it's already bounced back to 20 per share again. After recently taking profits on Riot, I bought back in. I just took profits on Hut, but bought a little more to hold just in case, and I'm still holding Hive longer term just like Mara as well.